Okay, so today the idea is that we're going to be looking at, another game, another analysis, but we're going to try to kind of mix up the approaches of doing all towns and all farms. So the idea is to do to start with two farms and then go into towns and then see what happens from there. And I think at least at first we'll try both players using this approach and see what happens, and then maybe later, um, you know, well later we'll see. We could have this approach kind of, we could square it off against like uh, all towns or all farms or so on. So these are of course the kind of first turn for each player. Something like this. Place two farms for the blue player, and two farms to two towns for the red player. And then we could see what happens from here. So one idea from blue could be something like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is a start. And then maybe we could do something like, perhaps something like 5. So an ability around here is pretty scary because it could do could make like an army right here, right? And it's like a good kind of distance to be away, because we have this we're guaranteed basically this gap in front of the nobility. So then you could place your army and move forward. Right. So there's a kind of a bit of a debate too whether or not to place this army, this barracks, right? Because of course the barracks can be used by red. So maybe we could kind of sort this out and figure out, can red somehow use this barracks, and is it bad in the long run for blue, right? Because other ideas might be like moving forward like this. Is a thought. Maybe there's something else. So I think this is probably good for blue. Okay, so why? So, well, mostly because I don't think there's any good way of like reaching this. 1, 2, 3. You could do 1, 2, 3. I don't know, 4 and 5. Well, I guess that works. Yeah. So the line I was really looking at was something like this. So 1, and then kind of counter with their own barracks. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, it was 1, 2, right? 3, 4, and then you might as well get rid of this barracks, I think. And I think this is good control. You could kind of stick to being over here with a perhaps placing a player-specific guard. But I think this is a good push. Kind of threatens, right? Let's think about this. It is indeed not a good push, because we have blue could win the game basically. So that's why we shouldn't move too hastily. So something like, so blue right here has decent build range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, certainly interesting game here. Like, feels really powerful, right? With that extra 5th action, you really feel that extra 5th action, and the 4 build range is like really pretty much all you need, perhaps. Okay, so let's think about our options. One important thing that we want to evaluate here is, even if we get rid of this somehow, freeze it or whatever, Blue has something like 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no, sorry. Something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Freezing this initial inability. Which may which may or may not be really bad for red. Red also it doesn't save you against that, but uh, red also wants to really consider kind of something along these lines because it protects yourself. I guess there's also ideas like one and then filling this in with a barracks. It's a little bit not great for red, right? Because you're giving up that build range. But um, on the other hand, like this barracks doesn't do anything for this mobility. That's the thing. On the other hand, it makes a pretty good turn this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh, so it's a good turn, and the real difference is maybe we'll try that actually. I wonder if we'll regret giving up the build range because um, yeah, because of this, right? Yeah, but we'll see. It's tempting to think of defensive ideas for blue. So, for example, 1, 2. Uh, could do 3. That's a thought. And then is this greedy? So I'm not sure if this one specifically works. 4, 5. Okay, so initial thought is that as red, we can do something like 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. We could choose which nobility to go for. I think, of course, we go for this one. Is that really that great, though? Mm, not sure. So my other idea is something like 1, 2, 3. Maybe like so how much range? 4. Okay, 4, 5, perhaps. That seems kind of scary. So really scary for 2 reasons. One is, well, look what you have in front of you. And second reason is, wait, 1, 2, 3. Hmm. I guess you could also do like an army and then move, right? It's another option. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's looks good. Um, yeah, it's definitely scarier. Uh, so the really scary thing about it is even if you take care of this, right, this is still over here. Whereas the other approach, right, kind of built an army, destroyed this, and then went forward. That wasn't that didn't seem that bad because well, um, because you still only had one barracks beside this nobility, right? Whereas this is you have all this stuff to deal with here, plus everything over here. I think I like this one. I think I like it with the extra. Um, with this, it kind of forces blue to build mercenaries, perhaps, or so something attacking, right? I guess it could be like 1, 2, 3. Okay, well let's think about this. One note on something that doesn't really work that great here is well look. So first of all, mercenaries versus barracks army. I think the conclusion is probably barracks army, right? Because it takes the same amount of actions to do something like this. Plus you have something to show for it. Unless you're walling. If you're walling, it's a different story. But yeah. Anyways, what was I getting at? 1, 2, 3. I was thinking like trying to use your build range to get something over here. So there's really two ideas that I had. One is like fill these spots up. So 1, 2, and then like freeze and something else. But the thing is, you only have one action, right? Yeah. The other idea was to get something here and build something, but it's kind of it doesn't work too well. I don't think you could ignore this stuff. Well, maybe you can. Let's think about a crazy like base trade scenario. That might be fun. Okay, let's try the most aggressive play by blue here. So that's probably farm. Sorry, road. Nobility, army, 1, 2 over here. Probably saving this one in case you need to use it. Will you need to use it? Probably not. It's better to destroy it. It's a good question. Maybe we'll destroy it in case we need to. We'll move it over here. In case we need to rescue this somehow. Yeah, like move and then. Okay. It was this too aggressive by blue. Okay, so from red, I'm thinking. Okay, let's try everything. Like, let's try freezing both of these. Because I mean, there's kind of two mentalities. One is go for the rescue over here, or just go for the trade. And if you're going for the trade, you need to commit. So at least freeze both of these. Right? Yeah. One, two, 3. Okay, we'll do that last. So the thing here is that we can freeze this one to one action. Like that. And I don't think we could deal with everything, right, as red. So freeze that, okay. All right, and I think we definitely want to deal with all the nobilities. So that's 1, 2, 3. So one, you could I kind of like getting rid of all this. You don't have nobilities on this side, so you probably just want to get rid of everything. Do you want to end up here or there? There, you're. What's this? I think you. want to end up here. Closer or farther away from the action? We could decide later as well. We could see what blue could do. I think this is losing for blue. Right. I think this is losing for blue. Because you only have 4 actions basically. So you go 1, 1 destroy, 2, 3, probably rescue. If you have 5, you could go move and then freeze. But that's not happening. 1, 2, 3. I mean, you could defend, really. Okay, if you don't go for the rescue, what do? Basically, you probably destroy, right? Because I mean, yeah, if you don't go for if you don't go for this, then you destroy. If you destroy, then this saves that, and then gets you in 4 actions. But like look, 2 armies and this, if anything, red could go over here and finish off blue, and then blue's nobility, and then it's just a 2 armies and then player specific guard against 1 army. So red loses. Sorry, blue loses. So the rescue is the only option. 1, 2, 3. Right, and then what's our 4 going to be? Oh, we could either try to do this. Mind you, blue has 5 actions, which is really good. You basically lose here. I think it's blue. Sorry, I mean red had 5 actions. So this is the position that we were at when we, played as blue and did that crazy play up here, trying to trade bright bases and didn't succeed. So let's look at other options. I have another kind of crazy idea. Looks really unsafe, but who knows? Because this is a serious threat from red. I was thinking something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this is pretty bad actually, because this could place a neutral guard over here, and then it just starts a chain reaction. So my initial thought was, oh, let's trade actions, but because you have 1 more. But okay, so what's the counter? Well, here, let's think of a good one. So I like the idea of going 1, 2, and then just 3, 4, 5. So it's great because it eliminates actions from blue. It creates kind of tough situation. Yeah, I don't know about maybe we'll look at another option from blue. I mean, it was an interesting idea, but this is just too strong, right? Like the fact that this could build a neutral guard here. Okay, does this work? So the walling approach. I think something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's losing. You just lose there. You could also place there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's losing. If you don't, if you move this over here, that's losing because 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. It's even worse. Okay, not really. Wait. Yeah, you lose over there. Okay. So that's not a consideration, really. Okay, so fun idea from blue. Another fun idea. A bit of a base tradey one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the whole idea is to 5, 6. Yeah, the whole idea is to take advantage of the fact that red isn't, doesn't have, can't build nobilities forward, right? So you could build lots of stuff. Plus, you're building lots of nobilities, so hopefully this kind of takes time to, destroy all of that. Plus, you have like threats right here. This would be good if red was low on actions, but red's not that low on actions. So my guess is that this won't work, but who knows? Let's kind of think about it. Yeah. Okay. So it's a pretty quick. Yeah, it's a pretty quick solution. It's 1. I don't know. 2. 3, 4. Doesn't even take 5 actions. Yeah. So it was a cool thought. Maybe. Yeah, like freezing that. It felt good, but ignoring everything here. Yeah. Okay, lots of thinking here. The idea is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Doesn't look any better. This is literally a loss in 3 actions. Because 1, 2, and then this one just pushes this. Yeah. Okay, so we're kind of rewinding a little bit here. So, just because it kind of seems like blue lost out, and that kind of variation. So really, I think the mistake was building this. So it was a play. The play was 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. So we have to think of a better way to deal with kind of this idea from red. So I had an idea. It's just a bit of an unorthodox strategy, right? So the same wall rebel in the same nobility here, but instead of farms, we're gonna try mercenaries and see how that works. Because I feel like that might be able to clean up clean up armies really well. We'll see. So I thought of a few different ideas. One idea is actually even to just ignore this because mercenaries over here, I guess they're good defense in some sense, right, against armies. But you know, are they offensive? Are they a good offensive tool? Not really, right? Because you're just so far away from everything. So, but yeah, so one idea is to like ignore everything, build up some farms. Uh, Meanwhile, maybe give this one an ability more barracks. I kind of actually wanted to see though, like maybe we still go with the same idea as before, except we start like leaning heavier towards this side. So just because there's an army there in the way, right? So we build this up, but then we go like 1, 2 right here, right? So on that side, so you can't destroy this as easily. And see what that does, I guess. Okay, so it feels a little bit desperate, but we could get something like 1, and then we have a lot of possibilities to wall. The question is, how many walls do we actually need? 1, 2, 3, 4. We could just fully wall. It's probably the best option, honestly, but yeah, then it seems like red just goes for actions and then wins, I think. Yeah, I think you just lose in the long run. You could avoid a wall on each side. You could also, because 5 actions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you could definitely avoid this one, I think. You can't avoid having one there. 2, 3. Yeah. So we made 3 actions so far. I think we could get away with 4, 5. It's dangerous though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's dangerous. Also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we fully wall. Because what about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, this one's safe. I think I'm just not feeling the 2 mercenaries here. Okay. Yeah, let's think of something else. Okay, let's try this. How far could we go? We could go 1. 2. 2. Let's go 2. 3, 4, and 5. That's something, right? Yeah. So the idea is just to. So why did we go out here? The hope is that there's kind of 2 different things that you have to attack, right? So that's harder, right? there's a lot of like spread out threats. So to like target anyone is like more difficult. And this is like a serious threat, I think, right? Because it could go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so my first thought is something like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you could kind of threaten, or you could like threaten as in like go further. Actually, I kind of like that. But we'll try this. Because it's a bit scary as red. So the idea is that you have to go through this, and you have to go through this. Okay, we'll see. This is going to be like a pretty technical, like army player specific guard sort of fight. So this is probably losing for red actually, because we have one. You could make more barracks if you want, but this is fine. So 1, 2, 3, destroy, right? And then the issue is that with 5 actions, this army can't get both of these in time. So you can't trade. I guess you could go back 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have 1 action. But that's probably not even good enough to save yourself, I'm guessing. I think we want to think of a, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then yeah, whatever you do doesn't really cut it now, does it? Suppose we could try walling. I don't think walling does anything actually, because see this kind of parallelogram right here, we have to kind of wall it completely, right? So we need at least 3 walls to actually do anything. Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. Although what could blue do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we can try something like maybe even like this, right? Then blue goes. This feels like red's on the defensive now. Probably should have given this more. So could I have given this more? I think I could have. So let's go back. Okay, so what I was saying is that we could actually place one of these here. Or yeah, sure, wherever. And then 1, 2. So sorry. Yeah, we place this 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this comes back here 1, 2, 3, 4, and then sorry, 5, like that. Yeah. Okay. So then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's no way basically to rescue this nobility, right? These two could just run around, and it doesn't really matter. So that means that one move from red was bad. So just to review, we were here, then blue went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And from there, red last time made a mistake. So we'll try to think of something that's not a mistake for red from here. Okay, so here's the theory. So from red, right? Go barracks, barracks. Then we go 1, 2. It's kind of hard to recover. It's great for us. For red, I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, which means that so the idea is that blue can freeze both of these. That is an option. So something like I guess you could go here to, I don't know, avoid on defending any of these two. Kind of backfires. I'd actually put it here. It doesn't really matter, honestly. Like either way, I think you lose. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? If you wanted to freeze both of them, destroy one and freeze the other, of course. Right? So 5 actions. So the thing about this is that this goes probably. It doesn't matter where it is actually. 1, 2, 3. Just freezes that. Then you go 1, 2, probably like this. So what could blue do? Not much, right? Because the key is that there's 5. There's 2 nobilities against 1. Sorry, 2 armies against 1, right? So you can destroy this and then try to run back and yeah, you don't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll just get frozen right away if you try to save it. Any of these two, and then if you have 2 against 1, then there's not much you could do really. So it's yeah. So that was the idea. So if we rewind, right, we'll see that. Okay, let's just go back. So the whole idea is that this right here is safe for red, even though blue could technically, freeze both of these. But blue doesn't want to make that trade, basically, because in the end, blue loses if blue does that. So this is a good move for red, I think. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, what's my gut say? My gut says we're gonna make a new nobility over here, like this, and then we're gonna, again, this is all like really kind of pretty technical, pretty, you know, just uh, just a lot of armies and a lot just kind of slogging it out. This really slow sort of, but kind of precise. Yeah, you'll see. So well, maybe. So 1, 2, 3. We'll do 4, and we'll do. No, we'll do 4 over. Oh, over where? I was thinking here, and then Uh-huh. Oh yeah. 4. And then what? Maybe we'll make an army as a threat. 5. It'd be nice to not have this frozen. Do we put a neutral guard there? Uh-huh. I think we'll do something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Serious threat. Yeah, kind of coming from like many sides. Yeah, so red probably has a lot of options here, but okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll think about this. Okay, here's an idea that's. Oh, sorry. So this was here, I think. Here's an idea that's probably not that great, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Getting rid of an action. And 5, 5. Where does 5 go? Right. So the idea for 5 was this. And now that I do that, that's actually easy to freeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's really good, actually. Yeah, maybe we won't do that. We won't even try. Okay, let's just start fighting everywhere. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go 3. I was thinking of going up here and then defending, but then this one's pretty strong. Yeah, let's just do it. 4. 5. That could go there. But if you spend all 5 actions going over here, I think red could probably win. Then you could do this one and then 2, 3, 4. Oh, you could do that. No, sorry, you can't move this. You can't move this because it's frozen. So you need to like make something here and then yeah. So it only gets to here. Okay, let's try that from red. Okay, I actually forgot what the position was, but anyways, I think it's maybe we can stop right here. Right? So it kind of feels like anyone's game. If anything, I say red has a slight advantage. Not sure what was here, or maybe it was like this. Um, anyways, yeah. Anyways, point is that's it. Hope you enjoyed this kind of analysis. Yeah. So we just kind of wanted to see what a game would look like. Um, if honestly, my gut says that this is kind of of the different like openings that we've seen so far, this is probably the best. Like the just having 2 farms. Seems pretty strong, and yeah. Okay. Hope you enjoyed.